Hey guys, anybody who's watching this after the fact on YouTube, we're gonna give it a couple minutes to see if anyone wants to jump in and watch live. Um, we will start the round at 2 minutes, 2 minutes in, just to give them a chance to get in here. Let's go ahead and create the match. This is Imperial G.C. the 10th and currently final playthrough um, to get on the channel. I may be doing a couple of preview playthroughs tonight for new courses I've been working on. More specifically, a rework of segregated greens. If you guys happen to have played that in GGC2, I was not happy with the way it turned out. I probably should have never put it out and just deleted it or started over or something. But I digress. I didn't, and therefore I have reworked it in this one. I'm much happier with the way it's going in this one. It is not done, but might be able to do a playthrough in the creator. Also, a local match. It'll let you do unpublished courses now, so might be able to do that. And then I'm also going to try to do one on the course I have going on the PC that is also not done, but it is getting close. Just to get some feedback from people and see what they think about it. Before I put it out, I may actually, and that's going to be the 2 minute mark, so let's go ahead and get this one started. I may try to send that over to Crazy Canuck and see if he wants to manipulate it a little bit or just give me some feedback on things that he sees that could be added to make it better or anything like that. Imperial GC was a winter theme in TGC2. That's why you see the snow textures. And the reason you see none of that on the trees is because they have taken the winter theme out. So this is as close as you can get right now. I don't know why they did that. I thought maybe they would put it back in this time of year, but they have not. I think I'm actually going to go the long way here because of that wind. I don't like the way that it's the direction it's going in, so we are going to go over this direction and hopefully hold the fairway. Yep, we're fine. That's weird. I just noticed that the broadcast statement for the share buttons is on there 3 times, and I currently cannot see any of the comments. I don't think that goes away, so it seems like a glitch they might need to fix on the stream and stuff there. Alright, so the slope and the wind are going to push me left a bit, but I tend to push it, so I should counteract some of that. It's into the wind, so I think we're going to hit that. Oh no, put a slow on it. Kill it, wind, kill it. Kind of got away with it. Welcome into the viewer. Appreciate you tuning in. Just doing the final playthrough on Imperial GC. And that's a pretty decent start. Sorry, I forgot to call out that hole there. So hole 2 is a 362 par 4, 362 yard par 4. Stroke index 2. This one you're gonna wanna try to stay up here. You can get to the green from down there, but that tree could wreak havoc with your shot. So it's better slow on it again. Wow, gotta get away from that. That could be in the sand. And it is. Wow. Don't do that. Hit it on the fairway there, and then you got a pretty good distance in. You also got a little bit of a backstop down here on the green. Oh, come on, we're not that conservative. Percentage isn't absolutely terrible. I think I'm just going to hit that straight up, really. I like that slope I'm on, though. Jeez. That's a little bit better. Stroke. Sit. It's slowed down pretty good with that back uphill there. Let's see if we can get away with that bad shot here. And we do. Wow. Lucky there. Alright, so hole 3 is a 569-yard par 5, stroke index 8. You can club up all the way to driver here, but get a little skinny up there, so you gotta have a good shot. Unless you want to lay up and try for a 3-shot approach for birdie. And that was a terrible line. That is probably not going to be on the fairway. No. Oh, I tried to run through just to get back on it, but it did not make it. Still somewhat reachable there. I think we're going to loft that all the way up. Well, actually, let's hit that one and de-loft it. A little bit better stroke. Skirting the bunker. And we're actually going to have a look at eagle, although it's not going to be likely, but we'll have a look at it. Didn't break as much as I was hoping for, but pace wasn't too bad. Give us a decent look at birdie here. And we actually do manage to get the birdie there. Alright, hole 4 is a 389-yard par 4, stroke index 10. That's a massive wind there. That's a much better strike. It's going to depend on the wind, how much it holds us up here. And we are going to make it to the fairway, so thank goodness for that. Back into the wind here. So, playing 88, say 95, so we're just going to give that a little tap. Decent strike. Ooh, a little too much wind there, wow. Decent look at birdie though. I managed to make it somehow. So I've already doubled my score from Hawkeye Creek, so I don't know if I got myself into too much trouble there or if I just didn't hit the ball well, or a combination thereof. But all right, so let's see, hole 5 is a 334 yard par 4, stroke index 4. You want to try to hit this down this little chute here, and it should feed back left to get you around those trees. So that's a decent shot. Normally it trickles a little bit further left, but it should be fine. Pretty calm green where this pin's at, so let's see if we can play enough wind here. I think we're just going to leave that. Actually, I'll bump it a little. Well, it's not a terrible strike, I suppose. Wow, played too much wind, apparently. 12 would bring me back further than that. Alright, so let's take a look overhead here. Looks like those cancel each other out. I think we're just going to do 2 here. Oh, it didn't break. Wow. I thought I'd get a little bit of movement out of that. Didn't get any. Line looked pretty straight, so I don't think I pushed it or pulled it or anything. So that's our first non-birdie of the round, so can't complain too much, really. Hole 6 is a 546 yard par 5, stroke index 18. Wind's helping us a bit. Now this one you got to be careful with, because if you're on pro clubs, it depends on what the wind's doing on whether or not you can make it over that. With Masters and the wind the way it is, you should be able to make it easily. And even if the wind's into you, with Masters you should still be able to make it. Does go back uphill there, so there's not going to be a whole lot of roll out on it. It's tucked behind the bunker there, so it's going to be tough to get to. It's playing 235. I'm actually losing a little bit in the fairway for whatever reason. Down off that a little. Decent strike. Pushed it a little bit. That wind's not going to bring that back left because of that, and it's actually long. So I thought down lofting it with that slope I was on might be able to get it on the ground quicker and not be quite so long with it, but that did not work. I think that's going to go a little left, so we're going to go right there. But didn't kill that like it looked like it did. Slow down, ball. Easy, ball. Easy. It was a little hard. Wow. That looked like that was online when it flipped cameras. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it seems like it's different once it flips. I don't, not sure how I feel about that. So par to par 5, that's never good. But we still don't have a bogey on the card, so that's one positive thing, I suppose. So side wind's pretty heavy there, so we're going to just try to grip and rip this. Let's see if the wind will help bring us back around here. It's trying. Yep, good bounce to get back on the fairway there. A bit of an iffy line there, but I have seen worse in my repertoire, so there's that. Playing 121, slightly into the wind, but down off that a little. Oh my God, what was that? That line was terrible. Somehow I got away with it, kinda. Wow, that was ugly. Welcome into the viewer. Looks like it's going both ways, so I think we're just gonna tap that. Yep, that'll do. Alright, moving on. Hole 8 is a 168-yard par 3, stroke index 12. I think I want to land the right side of this flag if I can. So it's playing 158. Yeah, 158 into the wind. 182. 72. Yeah. The wind's moving on me a little. Alright, let's see what we get here. Decent strike. Hoping to hit on the right. Ooh, that's long. Hit the flag. Ooh, almost. Actually didn't go as far right as I thought it would either with that wind, but it is what it is. No, I thought we made that putt. That's terrible. Wow. Well, I had to look at birdie anyway. Thought I made it, but I did not. So, to finish off the front 9, we got a 180-yard par 3. So back-to-back par 3s. Stroke index of 6. That pin position there is not too bad. Looks fairly flat. Not perfectly flat, but nobody wants that. So playing 144 into the wind. We'll call it 151. So we're gonna deal off that a little. Oh, lines are terrible today. Wow. Distance wasn't too bad. Try to feather it down there a little bit. If it goes in, then great. Wow, actually hit that a little harder than I thought. That'll do. Now see, I don't how do I get straight lines on the putts and I can't get straight lines on the real swings? It's kind of odd to me. Use that. Try to use that wind to bring it back. So hole 10, start off the back 9 is a 447 yard par 4, stroke index 3. Well, that's better. Oh, I clipped the tree. Shouldn't hurt us though. Took a little distance off, but it should be alright. Alright. So, playing 164. I think we're just going to hit that. Actually, give that a little bit of de-loft. What is up with the lines, dude? Holy smokes, that is bad. Distance wasn't too bad. It was a little short, but not too bad. No, it didn't hold. Wow. Wow. Saying then the putt line straight is narrow. Wow. So we start the back 9 off with a par. So now we got hole 11's 178 yard par 3, stroke index 9. Playing 189 with this pin position. And I'll play that a little tight because we've been pushing everything. And 192. I'm going to do 183 with a little bit of de-loft and try to get a little extra roll out of it. The line was better, but we got a slow. But we played a little tighter, so it might not hurt us too much direction-wise, but it's going to make us a little long because for some reason that adds distance. Which makes total sense. Not. Alright, so I digress. That's another terrible line, so that never had a chance of going in. I may have to switch back out my controllers because this one is all over the flipping place. Now I was playing with this one on PC yesterday, and it is another DS4. That's all I use. Well, I have Xbox controllers as well, but I use those only on the Xbox. I mean, my lines on the PC with this controller were fairly straight. I mean, not perfectly straight, but pretty damn close. And I put it on the PS4 here, and I can't get a freaking straight line. Well, there's one now that I say it. But they're few and far between where I was doing it almost every shot on the PC. So I'm not quite sure why the game is so different from platform to platform. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But honestly, at the same time, although I have been to school for programming, I am not a programmer, so I'm sure there's plenty that I don't know about it. But I would think it would be more uniform across the platforms, but it doesn't seem to be. Alright, so we're going to say that's 146 that's playing. So we're going to hit that club, and we're going to tap it up a bit. That's a decent line. Did we play the right shot, though, is the question. It looks like it might be. Actually, didn't even need to tap it up, it looks like. It's a little bit short. It's not an easy putt either. No, not enough. Dang it. Yep, wasted that opportunity. Alrighty, so 13 is a 124 yard par 3. Stroke index 15. Got a little bit of a slope on the right to help you out a little bit. I tend to push it, so we're going to make this a little wider than I normally would here. So 135, slightly into the wind. I think I'm just going to hit that. Decent. Almost had a fast there. Wow. And I didn't push it as much as I have been, so it didn't get quite as far right as I was hoping. Distance was pretty good though. Can't complain too much about that. And now it doesn't turn. Story of my TGC career. Cannot read putts consistently. I have to change this controller back out. I do not like that line I'm getting. Alright, so hole 14 is a 397 yard par 4. Stroke index 7. And if you can hit this little strip right here, it will feed down into the fairway. So we're going to try to do that. Put a good swing on it. And that's actually going to be off the fairway, I think. Yeah. Didn't play quite far enough right. But it's still within a pitch shot, so... Well, actually, it might be a flop shot there. Play that all right, and then I'm gonna try for fasts here. Oh, may have only needed one of them instead of both. But that's okay. Chip out of here. Give us a shot at par, unless it goes in. Oh, not quite. All right. So all pars on the back nine so far. They are not as tough as I'm making them look, to be honest. So 15 is a 600 yard par 5, stroke index 1. Decent strike. Not great, but decent. Got 300 yards out of that, so we still aren't going to reach that. That's an okay stroke. Should be fine. Should put us close to 100, yeah. 99. Well, that wasn't there in the designer. See, I don't understand that stuff either. Do all the playthroughs to try to catch stuff like that, and then you still get them. Because it doesn't show it to you. Down off that a little bit, although I may not need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now, if this shot goes past the hole, it wouldn't surprise me a whole lot to not see that yellow slope. fast hole. Did catch the slope though. Ended up hole high, so still see some of it. No, I thought I made it. Wow. Tough putt. No, I thought that was in. Wow. Alright, so moving on. Have hole 16. Excuse me. Which is a 420 yard par 4, stroke index 17. We did finally get it fast on one there. Pushed it a couple of times here and there. So we're still in the fairway though, so no harm, no foul. Tough pin there. Wind's helping us a little low for that pin. Playing 170. I'm just going to push us a tad. Decent stroke finally. Wind's not going to move us as far right as I had played. The distance is pretty good. And we got to look at bird. Not a whole lot in it. And it just creeps off the hole. Are you kidding me? It didn't show that. Strange. Alrighty, so moving on again. All pars on the back nine still. Hole 17 is a 414 yard par 4, stroke index 13. And I still have the hiccups. And this course is not as hard as I'm making it look. Oh, hit that one pretty decent. Just gonna get over the sand and then sit. Gets over the sand. And it does sit, so we'll be on the fairway for this approach shot. Wasn't sure that would hold the fairway, to be honest. Slightly into the winds, playing 120. I think we're just going to hit it. Decent strike. And didn't bring it quite as much as I thought, but the distance is spot on. So can we get off of the par train on the back nine? Just a question. And we can. Thank God I didn't miss that putt. I'd have been embarrassed. So that moves us to 6 under. And the final hole of the current published created courses playthroughs is a 484 yard par 4, stroke index 5. The fairway gets a little tight down there, so I'm not going to loft this up. Just going to try to put a good swing on it, which I've done, and hope that I can hit that little strip there. So if I'd have known I was going to swing that straight, I probably would have lofted it up. And that's going to need to sit, and it's not. So we hit a decent shot finally, and we get nothing for it. But it's not that long of an approach shot, so it's not terrible. Fairly flat around the holes, playing 137. The wind pushing us a bit. that. We'll hit it decent. Do we play it right is the question. It could have been... Yeah, it's not too bad. Another look at birdie. Try to finish off the round correctly. Just going to give that a few taps left. Oh, that went right as soon as I hit it. Wow. I mean, that must have been my line because I didn't see too much at my feet, so it had to be all me. So make the putt coming back for par. And that concludes the playthroughs of my created courses. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you get a chance to get out and play them if you haven't yet. They are all 10 on my YouTube channel at Cyro329. Feel free to take a look at them before you play them if you want to play them. I will say I'm a little disappointed in that round, having started off 4 under through 4 and ended up 6 under. That's unforgivable. But I digress. That wasn't really the intent of these streams. That's just to give other players a look at the courses and hopefully maybe get a few of them on some societies. Try to get them handicapped rated, which is 500 plays now. I barely made, I think, 301 in TGC2 on, I believe it was this course actually, Imperial, which I would not have guessed to be the one that would make the handicap rating. Now it's 500, so a little tougher to get there. So yeah, if you know anybody, have them take a look at the courses. If you have a society yourself, please feel free to use them. I appreciate the plays if you do. If you even just play it yourself, I appreciate the play there as well. Like, everything counts towards that goal. If we could just get one of them handicap rated, I would be forever grateful to all those that play it. But a long way to go. I think my highest count right now is 60. So yeah, a long way to go. If you know anybody that can use it in a society or any kind of an event they're running, anything like that, please pass the word on. I don't feel that all of them are gems, but I do feel there's a few in there that can be utilized. Hot Springs and Waterworks come to mind first of all. A couple of the other ones aren't too bad. Razorback Ridge, Hawkeye Creek can be scored on, can be challenging. Could go either way for that course. But yeah, feel free to play through them before you use them, or even consider using them. If you do use them in a society, let me know in the comments below that video, and I will try to join that society and at least play that round. Now that we have 10 societies, it should be pretty easy to get that done. But yeah, I appreciate you guys checking them out, and appreciate any future plays you guys can give them. But with that, we're going to end the stream. Again, I'm going to try to get a few things planned this weekend. I'm going to try to do a playthrough of the revamped segregated greens, if anybody remembers that from TGC2. Did not like the way it turned out, so it's going much better in this version. Totally different look. If you still have two, feel free to go check it out, and then you'll be able to compare it to the preview stream that I do and see how different it is. It's much different. Also try to do one from the PC, still on this channel, Cyro329, of a course that I have on PC. I think it's looking pretty good, so hopefully everybody will think so also when it gets put out. It's getting closer to being done, but I want to give everybody a look at it. I may actually send that one over to Crazy Canuck for him to take a look at, see if there's any improvements he can contribute, or feedback, or anything else that he might have to say about it. Um, but yeah, those are a couple things we're trying to do. Also, I'm going to try to do a preview stream of the Global Football League, which is going to be custom team league inside of Madden 08. So a little bit of a throwback, but to my knowledge, you cannot yet do that in Madden 19. Maybe somebody will develop the tools to be able to do it. If they do, I will be picking up the Madden 19 for PC, and then I will try to do it in there. But currently, the only one I have available is Madden 08. I'm trying to wait for Maximum Football 2018 to widen their number of logos they let you do. It was 50, but they found an issue with the way they were saving them into one file. The PS4 has a file size limitation that would then delete your logos because the file was too big. So it would save the error file over your actual file, which would delete all of your logos. I lost 4 twice, and I lost 10 once. I think it was 10. Maybe it was 8. Somewhere in there. So they have reduced that now down to 10, and the league consists of 16. So until they get that broadened back out, I won't be doing it there. I would love to do it there because it is it actually lets you do CPU against CPU without my interference inside of the league. So that would be stat tracking and all that would be available. So I hope they get that sorted out. If they do, I'll probably switch it over to that at some point. I still have some logos and stuff to create over there to do it there, but I certainly would like to get it going there. But I will say at this time, even though Madden 08 is older, I think the graphics are still a little bit better than Maximum Football. Hopefully that'll change. They are working hard over at Maximum Football, so definitely check it out. There are some streams of it online, I'm sure. Check it out also on Twitter at Max Football. Maximum Football? I can't remember you have to probably look it up. I can't remember what it is. I think it's Max Football. I could be wrong though. But I have posted my custom teams and the logos on there that I've created. I have not updated the logo file because it has actually kept the ones that are currently gone on the teams. So I think as long as I don't overwrite the file, those won't go away. And if I can wait until they expand it back out to 16, then I may not lose those. So I'm hoping that happens. But the Global Football League that I'm doing in Madden, that I'll try to preview the teams for later so you can get an idea of who you like, or whatever color scheme you like, logos you like, whatever the case may be. Get a look at them in preparation for the league beginning. I do have the franchise set up in order to do that. Just kind of want to gauge the interest on that a little bit before I start doing it. I'm probably going to do it anyway, even if there isn't any, just because I enjoy it. I create the teams so they're all between 82 overall and 84 overall, because that's just the way Madden does it. So there's really no advantage to one team or the other. So I kind of like to see, in that case, who comes out on top. Just intrigues me. I probably am a little bit of a weirdo when it comes to that, but I am a customization and stats person. I don't really have the need to actually be the player in that kind of situation. I'd much rather play Fortnite or golf on here from a having to play standpoint. But that's fine. Some people enjoy it, some people don't, but we're going to do it. And I probably won't commentate too much unless there does seem to be a pretty good interest in it. But we'll see. Hopefully I can get some comments on the video for that, on who everybody likes, team-wise, or logo-wise, or color scheme-wise, or name-wise, you know, whatever, whether it be the team name or the or player names that they like, or something of that nature. The player names currently are generated by Madden, by the game itself. I could probably come up with a spreadsheet to generate the names myself, which I have one for Super Mega Baseball, which could be another league coming. I'm working on some teams on that to maybe get one going there. You cannot do CPU versus CPU inside of the season currently in that game. I'm hoping that changes at some point, but just from a stats tracking perspective, because I do have a spreadsheet set up to do it as exhibition games, and I have the spreadsheet set up to where it rotates the pictures correctly. But unfortunately, it will not, unless I manually put in stats and create all that, do that piece, which I don't think I'm going to mess with. I'm more into which team wins. You know, I don't. I mean, I like the stats if I can get it, but it's not mandatory for me. But if I do the baseball, you will see very similar ideas as far as the customization goes. Color schemes, logos, that kind of thing. Maybe not so much player names, but that could change in the future. I'm not sure if I'm going to tie them in together or not. But anyway, I appreciate you guys checking out all the courses. Like I said, give me as many plays as you can. Try to get others to give me plays as well. See if we can't get something handicap rated. As I said before, I probably at this time recommend Hot Springs Municipal and Waterworks as the two best courses. I mean, different strokes for different folks. You might enjoy a different one. So please watch all of the playthroughs and give them a thumbs up if you like them. Give them a thumbs up if you don't. Trying to learn. Watch a lot of Crazy Canuck videos, tutorials, all of that stuff. Watch him design himself, trying to learn things. Watch some Scarpacci as well. These were all completed in TGC2, except for Shenanigans Live 9. That one was completed. It was started in TGC2. It was completed in this game. And then I can't remember if Oaklawn Park was done in this one or not. But if it wasn't, I don't have any completed courses from TGC 2019. But I'm hoping to change that shortly. Once I do, I encourage you to check out Segregated Greens. If you still have TGC2 installed, you can check it out there. It will be completely different in this version. So if you play the other one and don't like it, don't put any stock into that, because this version is going to be completely different. Yeah, totally different ideas in this one compared to the other one. So if you do want to check it out in two, then by all means go ahead. But don't expect that to be what you see in 2019, because it will not be. It is completely different. Also, the one on the computer, it is going really well. I'm not going to give away the name just yet, because I did that with Razorback Ridge, and there was actually a Razorback Ridge released before mine, so I won't be doing that this time. You may, if you tune into the stream for it, be able to see the name, unless I video edit it and either take that part out or blur it out or whatever. But I don't know that I'll take that extreme. The name is what it is, and if somebody decides to steal the name because they like it, then it just means I named it well. So we'll see. I did name Razorback Ridge because I am a Razorback. I was born in Arkansas. I was raised in southwest Missouri, not far from the border of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas. so I wasn't too far away from where I was born. But yeah, I was born in Hot Springs, Arkansas, so that is the inspiration for the name of that course. And I kind of made it, try to make it look like where my Uncle Joey lives, that area that he's in Hot Springs. Uh, so it's a little hilly and it's got pretty tall trees, that kind of thing. So anyway, feel free to check that one out. It didn't turn out too bad. It does have two holes with extreme elevation changes. So if you don't like that sort of thing, I would avoid that course. If you like flatter courses, I would go with Waterworks probably, or maybe Rainbow Springs, maybe even Hawkeye Creek, but that one's got plenty of trees. But anyway, check them out if you get a chance, and hopefully we'll see you in some more videos. I do have a match at 12 o'clock, which probably will be streamed on this channel. If you want to check that out, feel free to do so. But yeah, that's I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. Again, I hope you guys get a chance to check everything out that I'm trying to do. Trying to be a little more active after wrapping up the holiday stuff than we were prior to that. But I think that's where we're going to end it. And I appreciate you tuning in or watching this afterwards. And until next time, peace.